Hello, Leo. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my friends. Look, I've been trying to do your reading all week. I began with trying to do it on a Tuesday, right, this week. And when I did that reading, it shut off after about the 5th or the 6th minute. My camera shut off for some reason, and it doesn't usually. And so I don't know why that happened, but I went on to do other readings that day and didn't get yours done. Then I came back here yesterday. It's time to do a Leo reading. I did the Leo reading. It was like a 20-minute long reading. It was a beautiful reading. And about 5 or 6 minutes in, the audio cut. And the video was fine, but the audio cut. So I couldn't put that one up for you either. That's been the delay this week. So I don't know if you're experiencing delays this week, or if something you go to do is thwarted because there's other things that are in the way. It's like you go to a point to do something, but then you have to stand there and wait for something to come around. I just sat down to do this reading now, and as I sat down to do this reading, all of a sudden they're outside scraping snow, beeping is going on. Like, it just seems like really loud. And so I'm going to do this reading anyway. They're going to keep coming back to do the snow clearing. But if you hear some stuff going on in the background, you know what it is. I'm determined to get this reading done for you today. All right, Leo, so we are here for the week ahead. Look, whenever you find this reading, it's always going to be for the week ahead, my friend. No matter when you find it, it is a reading that will end up in your hands if it is your reading. So whether or not YouTube pushes that to you or you just trip upon this reading, this could be for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. So there's some things you need to know about the week ahead. So Tuesday, we have the new moon in Sagittarius. And then Wednesday, we have Mercury retrograding in Capricorn. So on Tuesday, it's a new cycle. The new moons are new cycles. The full moons are the ends of cycles. We had that on the 27th of November. It was a full moon in Gemini where you're taking things off the back burner, pulling them to the front, and sort of sorting through things mentally. And so you're cutting out things that you didn't need, or cutting out people that you didn't need in your life, situations, jobs, that kind of thing. And now we are in the new moon energy, which is coming up on Tuesday. And so that is about abundance. It's about expansion, right? Because Sagittarius' ruling planet is Jupiter. And it's about expansion. It's about going out there and getting what you want. It's about being really motivated to do that. And so what we're going to, and then Mercury is retrograding in Capricorn, which is going to make you sort of look around your pentacle world to see what it is that, you're going to sort through things mentally and emotionally. This is a time when people who are in your life that maybe are exes in love or ex-friends or, a past job or something, people are coming back around to catch up with you, to sort of check in with you to see if you are interested in speaking with them, being friends with them, or maybe even, rekindling something as it pertains to love. All right, so the reading that we're doing this week for you, Leo, we're going to look at the week ahead, of course. We always do, right? Look at the week ahead energy for you. And the energy that we are going to look at also is what is in your blind spot. So what you don't see coming next week. What is gurgling under the surface? Let's figure it out. We'll start out with the Quantum Oracle. Let's throw a couple of cards here. We'll follow up with some tarot, find out what's going on. Tell me what is coming up for the week ahead for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. What is coming up in the week ahead? In the week ahead, we have some decrease. We'll find out what that's about. It feels like things are slipping through your fingers, or you feel like you don't really have a stable footing on what's going on. It's like you've got too many balls in the air, or too many plates are spinning, and things are slipping through your fingers, I want to say. And it could be emotions, but we'll talk about that. Tell me what is in the blind spot. What is it that Leo does not see growing or transpiring under the surface here? What's in the blind spot for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. We have optimism. Okay. So whatever this is, whatever this decrease is, I feel like it's going to be counteracted or counterreacted by some sort of optimism that you have. And I want to say that you are, you're the fire sign. You're the fire sign that is fixed. So you're just going to shoulder that shit and keep moving on. Whatever this is, you're going to move into optimism because I feel like you're resilient. You're the person who has a lot of resiliency, and life has been your teacher. And I feel like you are about to reach some sort of a milestone as it pertains to whatever's going on in the week ahead, or whatever is boiling under the surface here that you don't see coming. All right. Let's take a look at some tarot. See what's going on here with you, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, if you are cross-watching. Thank you. And Leo, if you're interested in a private read, please look below. please look in the description under this video. You will see a link that says more. If you click that, you will see a link to Wizio, where my readings begin at $40. All right, here we go. Let's talk about tarot for you, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what the decrease is about in the week ahead, please. What is this decrease about? We've got the Wheel of Fortune. I don't think you want change. I think that's what the decrease is. It feels like the universe has got their foot on your butt, ready to push you out into the expansion of the new moon, and I feel like you're fighting it. I feel like you are going on defaults or past ideas that this isn't going to work out, Elsie. I don't know why even bother. We've got the King of Pentacles that's in the reverse. You could be having some sort of financial issues. You could be feeling a decrease in your finances or your stability. But I feel like that is not long-lived. We have the Two of Cups. I feel like this decrease of finances is making you feel as though you can't move forward in some sort of a romantic capacity here. The Two of Cups is about a decision, right? It's like you've got other things that are making you feel like you're in some sort of decrease. And so it's hard for you to move forward because you don't feel like you have enough stability to offer someone here. We have the Four of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Magician. Okay, so what I want to say is going on here is we were talking just now about Jupiter, right? Which is we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is card number 10, which breaks down to a 1, which is the beginning of something. So I feel like there is the beginning of change, and change is really hard for you because you are a fixed sign. It also always depends on what's in your moon and your rising, but if you have more than one fixed sign, it's going to be tough for you to move forward. It may feel like a decrease because the changes that are going on may not look positive on the surface, Leo. They may not look like positive changes, but there's change nonetheless. I feel like you are experiencing a particularly hard time in finances right now, and I think that you see that as a block to love. I feel like you see that like you don't feel like you have enough abundance or stability to offer someone because of other things that are going on in your life. So we have the decrease here, which has come up with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like there is somebody here, somebody who you see as your equal, someone who you see is on equal footing, or someone who's also someone who strives to be balanced. This person is very gracious. They're someone who is very giving, probably an overgiver. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here. We've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. So I want to say that you have some romantic feelings, or you want to make a choice in love, and you want to choose this person who is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is Capricorn energy. I think you do want to choose someone, but you feel like you are not bringing enough stability to the one who is stable. That's what I think. We have the Nine of Swords. And so I'm looking at the Nine of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune here, and it makes me feel like you're worried, or you have been resisting change, or worried about change. And it feels like these changes here are scaring you or worrying you because you're feeling a decrease of financial things. What I think you want to do is make a choice in love and move forward, but I feel like you fear, right? You have fear or worry that you are not going to be someone who is going to be able to give someone else the stability that they want. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles here has already offered you a cup. And this particular depiction of the cup shows somebody here sitting, right? I feel like the Queen here is here to give you the cup. And I feel like this could be you. The Queen, we're talking about queens and kings, but feminine and masculine. Take it as it resonates, right? We're not talking about body parts here. We're talking about energies. So I want to say that as we're looking here, these two cups have poured out here. I feel like you're looking at the one cup, but I also feel like you're ignoring offers from anybody else. I think you're very fixated on the Queen of Pentacles, but you are worried that as time goes by, or as the Wheel of Fortune moves forward, I feel that you feel that this person has already offered you some sort of a cup, but you said no. And now you're worrying about it, worrying that as things change, as time goes on and time goes by, that things are going to change and this person is not going to be interested in you offering the cup, right? We've got one cup here and one cup here, and we've got two cups. So it feels like there are two people here. They each have a cup for each other, but I really feel like there's delays. As I was saying at the beginning of your reading, I really do feel like there's been a bunch of delays. And I have a feeling like we're looking at the decrease card, and I feel like you feel, or maybe you really are, in a cycle of decrease, like things are slipping through your fingers. It feels like this Queen of Pentacles could be someone who is slipping through your fingers, or you feel that way because you are having a hard time financially, or if it's not finances, it's something that's in your pentacle world. I feel like is not instability. You've got a lot of instability that you're dealing with, whether that's at home or work or whatever it is, but it's worrisome for you. We've got the the Nine of Swords here, and I feel like it's really worrisome for you. I want to say, though, please be reminded that you are the king. You can flip this energy at any time. But I just really think that everything coming at you at once, you're feeling like things aren't working out in your favor, or like there's a decrease and things are moving too fast. And when things are changing, I don't know what to do. Maybe you're changing as well. All right, let's take a look at your blind spot here. There's optimism in the blind spot. What you don't see is that everything is going to be okay. You are abundant. You are good. As long as you practice your gratitude and be open to the universe for any of the changes that are coming. I do believe that what you don't see, what's in your blind spot, is optimism. Whether you have had delays or not, I feel like there is optimism here. Tell me more about the optimism, please, for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the Five of Swords. Tell me more. We've got the the Page of Cups. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Chariot. We've got the Five of Pentacles. And we've got the Strength card. That's your energy. And we have the Page of Wands here. Okay, so we did see the bottom of this deck here, we did see a milestone. Life has been a teacher for you, and we do see a milestone here. I feel like your milestone is this optimism. I want to say that if you are having a financial issue, or there is something that's topsy-turvy or giving you instability in your pentacle world, house, home, whatever is going on, your job, whatever it is, I feel like that is what you don't see is it's about to get better, my friend. And I think it's going to be before the end of the year, to be honest. Although we do have, the Wheel of Fortune here, and the Wheel of Fortune is, the ruling planet for the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. So it is expansion. It's about things growing. And I think that as things are changing, you're feeling a decrease. But what I want to tell you is that these things are changing for the better, and you are going to be entering a cycle of consciousness where you are feeling optimistic. So no matter what's going on, I feel if you remain optimistic that things are going to work out for you. All right, so I want to say that you have been sort of in an argument with self, fighting with self, feeling defeated nonetheless, and, feeling like, I want to say that the Five of Swords is giving me the energy of not letting anyone close to you. You're kind of going at them with swords, not really letting anyone into your world, not letting anyone close to you. And I feel like the Five of Swords and the Page of Cups is telling me that you have kind of pushed people away, or pushed a certain person away. Take it as it resonates. The Page of Cups, I feel, it's a little bit of hopeful energy, that you have some sort of a little mustard seed of hope, I want to say, a little bit of faith that things are not completely shut off, that things are going to grow as it pertains to things of optimistic emotional nature. And I want to say that after pushing people away, it feels like you feel bad after doing that, because the Page of Cups is about being sorry, right? It can be about that. I feel like you're optimistic that there is still a glimmer of hope here as it pertains to hoping that someone has feelings for you, even though you've chased them off. That's what it feels like. I want to say there's also a glimmer of hope as it pertains to your finances. Please keep in that energy, because I feel like even though you might feel in the Five of Pentacles that the Ace of Pentacles is here, and the Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of a lot of abundance, you are going to get reciprocity from the universe as it pertains to your finances. So hang in there. If you're the person who's usually the king and the king feels like they don't have, energy of being able to hold together the finances, I feel like there's some relief coming. And as long as you stay in this optimistic energy, I do feel that this energy of something coming forward for you is going to work out. We do have the Chariot here, and we have Strength. Strength is your card. It is Leo. We do have the Chariot here, which is Cancer energy. I feel like you feel that you cannot move forward until you get rid of this lack here. And I want to say that it's probably a lack, for some of you, it's in relationships. It's how you deal with other people, that it's not really true that you're on the outside looking in, but I feel you put yourself there. I feel like with the Five of Swords, you're kind of keeping everyone at bay, sort of you leave them before they leave you, or you let people walk away after having used your sword. You let people walk away from you. And we've got people in the distance here. We've got two swords. And it's like a decision that you're making. You're making a decision to run people off. Yeah. And I mean, the way I mean that is like you use your words, or you cut them out before they cut you out. It feels like you don't want to talk about it. Her sword is down. You don't want to talk about it. But you're sitting here with this energy of feeling emotion or affection for someone. I feel like it's a little bit of optimistic energy as it pertains to I still have feelings for someone. I really do think that if you decide to move forward, and I think you will, I think that's what's brewing under the surface here. If you decide to move forward here, I feel like if you decide to use this courage to move forward, I feel like you can bust out of this place of the Five of Pentacles here. I feel like victory is owed to you here, and I want to say it's coming pretty quickly. But you're going to have to stop pushing people away. You're eventually going to have to let someone in if you want to be able to plant this Ace of Pentacles. So for some of you, I want to say that it shows here that you're going to have a little bit of gains as it pertains to your finances in December and before the new year, because we have 5 and 6. I feel like the universe, 5 and 1 is 6. I feel like the universe is about to show you how beautifully charitable the universe is when you stay in the energy of optimism. I feel like the universe is going to show you how really beautiful it is. I feel like you are someone who possibly holds yourself back a bit as it pertains to wanting to move forward, wanting to charge forward into victory. I feel like you are someone who holds back. You know that if you let it fly, I feel like you know that things may transpire to a certain place, and then you get a little bit scared and you push people away. I feel like that's what's going on here, but I feel like the victory is yours if you want it. I feel like the strength is not only holding back, but it is the courage to hold back and wait for the right timing. So we do have the Page of Wands under the deck. It feels like you have sort of run away from someone that I feel like you're going to go back to, or you're going to send a message to. It is someone here that you are very taken with, someone who you have a very deep connection with. This could be a soulmate. I feel like you are choosing to run away, unfortunately. I feel like it's your choice. You're running away from some sort of a soulmate. And I think it's because of this energy here. You feel like you're not ready. You're feeling in a decrease. I feel like once that energy changes, that you will send a message. The Judgment card is here. We're going to be seeing it a lot because retrograde's right around the corner, right? Next week on Wednesday. And we're already in that shadow period. So I feel like you want to have another chance with somebody here, or you are about to make a really big decision as it pertains to the lovers. You're making a big choice that is to stop running from love here, to stop running from people who mean well or want to do well for you. We're going to take this energy here. We'll put it here. You know what? Just under the Judgment card here, we do have the Tower. So I feel like You've been going back and forth in your mind. We've got the Two of Pentacles. You've been going back and forth, back and forth. Do I have enough? Am I enough? Am I holding it together? It feels like that sort of energy. And the Tower falls here. The Tower falls, and we've got the Three of Swords and the Three of Wands. It feels like it's like you're waiting for something bad to happen. That's what it feels like. You're waiting for something bad to happen, or some disappointment, or you're going to get your heart broken. And I feel like I'm supposed to tell you to stop saying that to the universe. I feel like you need to have this optimistic outlook here. There is something that you need to quit doing. And I think it's like this outlook of, I'm just waiting for someone to smash my heart. I'm just waiting for a third party to come along and just break up whatever is beautiful. I'm just waiting for disappointment. So I think that is something that you need to bring to an end in order to have the 10 Pentacles, in order to have the things that you want. I feel like a realization is coming for you. And I feel like you will have this realization probably in the week ahead, that it is all about you and making decisions. We have Virgo and Pisces energy here. If you want to resurrect it, you can. I feel like if you have the optimism, enough optimism, and you stop pushing people away, I feel like it can work out for you. But I think it starts right here. It starts in how you feel about yourself, right? It's all about that. All right. Got the Ace of Wands that just stuck out here. Tell me why we've got the decrease here. Why do we have a decrease for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? Tell me why the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. I feel like you do have a soulmate here, and it's somebody who you see as you, somebody who's really hardworking and stable, someone who really strives for, financial security. We have the Three of Swords. Your heart's been broken, and I don't think it's just by, someone in your present energy. I feel like you've had disappointment all your life, and it feels like at this particular time that this Queen of Pentacles might be slipping through your fingers. That's what it feels like. We have the Justice card, so it's like honesty and truth. Tell me more about this. Got the Six of Cups, so it feels like what you need is more balance as it pertains to your relationships, platonic or love relationships, the relationships between you and your family, you and your children. I think that you need to have more balance in those things. You need to have justice. But it's like, I think that this is a feeling that you have, that you're not enough or don't have stability. I feel like you worry about it all the time. And I feel like what you strive for is just to have some balance. But I think it's this past energy here, this past energy of being disappointed, being heartbroken, and not really getting any of the things that you want, always in swords, right? But understand the swords are of the mind, and you can always change your mind, my friend. So I feel like the Queen had already offered you a cup, but I feel like you ignored it. I feel like you told the Queen that you weren't interested. The Queen is very much in love with you, by the way. This Queen of Pentacles, whoever they are, they don't have to be an earth sign, but someone who is doing very well for themselves and in their life. This person already offered you some sort of stability here, and I feel like you turned it down or turned away from it. And it's probably because of old programming, because of your default programming here. And you're fighting the changes, right? You're fighting the abundance. You're fighting the changes because your old programming is about the Three of Swords, that you always get hurt or disappointed in love, or life in general. We do have the Eight of Wands, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the Moon. So I feel like you want to reach out to the Queen of Pentacles, but I feel like you don't know if there's competition, and it makes you feel bad. Like we've got the Moon, you don't know, you can't see it, you're unsure. It makes you feel like, I don't want to be thrown into competition. I don't want to try and speak with or try and get together with the Queen of Pentacles and then fail because there's too much competition. So you're in indecision about that, but I think you're thinking hard about the opportunity or the offer that the Queen of Pentacles gave you in the past. Tell me what this decision is here. Leo, I think you want to give reciprocal love, and I feel like going into the week ahead, this is something that you come to a realization of. The realization that comes with the Tower is the Hanged Man in reverse, and I feel like the Hanged Man in reverse is telling me that you finally have a different perspective, and that you want to give to the Queen of Pentacles. You want to give to love. I think that you want to stop running from it. And I feel like your optimism in the week ahead is going to help you send some sort of a message about investing in something with someone that you've been disconnected with, who I think might be someone who is the Queen of Pentacles. So you are the one who is taking inspired action here. Look, I feel you're feeling blocked, like you can't take inspired action because the devil energy is here. It's fear and it's doubt. It's also toxicity. So I feel like your default is, I'm going to get hurt anyway. Why am I even bothering? But the Two of Swords is about a block or feeling cynical that things are even going to work out, even if I'm the king and I take inspired action towards this person and tell them how I feel about them, even if it's just, this feeling of, I have affection for you. It's not love, but I feel it's affection. I feel it does grow into love, but I feel it's just affection here. I feel like you're scared to move forward here, and that it's something that you don't see coming in the week ahead, but you will have a certain optimism about moving ahead and realizing that there is somebody here who feels the same about you as you do about them. And I feel it's going to get you to take some action here. With the Chariot, I feel like you're going to get in the Chariot here. There it is, the Page of Pentacles. You're going to get in the Chariot here, and you're going to end the silence between you and someone else. There's been silence, right? It feels like the Five of Pentacles is like you worrying that you might be on the outside looking in now, and someone has no interest in you. But we do have the Death card and the Ten of Swords, and I feel like the transformation comes after the ending. I think if there was a beginning with this queen, and this queen offered you, and you decided no, I feel like you needed to feel this ending in order to transform. I feel like there is still something that's growing if you want it. There is something here that's growing. We've got the Page of Pentacles, and I feel like something is growing here. I think it all starts here, though, with the Wheel of Fortune. And I really do believe that you have to stop avoiding change. I feel like you're avoiding change or worried about change, or you feel like there's been a fluctuation in your finances and you're not feeling enough because you think that the Queen might be more abundant than you. But the truth is you are mirroring each other. So this person sees you as abundant, a hard worker, someone who can shoulder it and keep moving, someone who's resilient. There is a Tower coming for you in the week ahead, my friend. It's going to make you realize that you are the magician. You do have all the tools and you can have whatever you want. It takes a change of mindset, which is the optimism. Fight the devil energy. Fight the Two of Swords. You're in a block right now because the devil's on your shoulder telling you can't, you're nothing, you shouldn't, you wouldn't, you couldn't, and I feel like where you are is right here. I feel like you're ready to take action, but you need to stop listening to this voice in your head. You need to stop listening because it's creating a block for you. So whether or not you send message to this queen is up to you. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys, and I'm up for now. Thanks, Fire Family. Bye-bye.